Okay, people, dissertation time. You've got your coffee, you've got your thinking cap on. It's practically overflowing with brilliant ideas. You're ready to change the world one footnote at a time. But hold up. Before you dive headfirst into that mountain of research, let's make sure you're not setting yourself up for a major face plant. Because, my friend, picking a topic isn't just about how cool it sounds. It's about whether you can actually Actually, in this video, we're serving up a 5-point feasibility checklist. Think of it as your dissertation GPS, making sure you reach your final destination without veering off into a ditch of despair. First things first, my research rock stars. Let's talk about access. Because you can't exactly write a dissertation on like the secret lives of squirrels if you can't even find a squirrel who will return your calls. So, before you get your heart set on studying a specific company, group, or even an archive full of ancient scrolls, make sure you can actually, there. Imagine this. You're all hyped to analyze top-secret government documents. But surprise! They won't let you within a mile of their classified files. Not ideal, right? Send out those feeler emails, people. Request sample access or see if there are any open datasets you can tap into. Don't be shy. Ask those gatekeepers nicely, because nothing crashes a research project faster than a big fat access denied sign. All right, let's talk scope and time frame, because trying to solve world hunger, cure the common cold, write a dissertation all in like a year, that's not ambitious, that's just chaos. Remember, Rome wasn't researched in a day, and your dissertation doesn't have to be either. Most programs give you a solid 1 to 3 years, so use that time wisely. If your research question is broader than my dating history, and trust me, it's vast, you might need to pump the brakes. Trying to study too many variables or cases? That's like trying to juggle flaming torches while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's a lot, so how do you avoid the overwhelm? Narrow it down. Focus on a specific case study, a defined location, or a manageable time frame. Remember, it's better to do a deep dive into a smaller pond than to get lost in a vast ocean of data. Chapter 3. Methodical Matchmaking. Finding your research soulmate. Now, let's talk about your methodological match. Because not all research methods are created equal, and you need to find one that vibes with your skills and your research question. If your dissertation involves complex statistical analysis, but you think a mean is just what your roommate is being, you might want to brush up on those stat skills, or you'll be lost in a sea of numbers. Or maybe your research requires conducting interviews in Swahili, but you only speak fluent emoji. See the problem? This is where a little soul-searching and maybe some skill-building comes in. Talk to your advisor, take a workshop, or even watch some online tutorials. The key is to choose methods that you can realistically handle and that align with your research goals. Trust me, your dissertation and your sanity will thank you. Chapter 4. Ethical and Legal Lowdown. Don't get caught in the web. Okay, my ethical explorers, let's talk about the legal stuff because we don't want any research drama, right? Before you go poking around in people's lives or digging up sensitive information, we need to make sure you're playing by the rules. Think about privacy, safety, and consent, especially if you're dealing with vulnerable groups. Remember, your research should empower, not exploit, so before you even think about collecting data, read your institution's ethics guidelines like it's the latest celebrity gossip magazine. And if you're dealing with human subjects, that IRB review is not optional, my friend. It's like wearing a helmet when you ride a bike. It might not be the most glamorous accessory, but it could save you from a world of hurt. Chapter 5. Resource Reality. Check time, money, and energy. Oh my. Last but not least, let's talk resources. And no, I'm not just talking about those free cookies in the faculty lounge, though those are important too. I'm talking about time, money, and energy, the holy trinity of dissertation success. Do you need to travel for your research? Factor in those plane tickets, my friend. Fancy software or specialized equipment. Start saving those pennies. And don't even get me started on the emotional and mental energy required to power through this beast. Burnout is real, y'all, so pace yourself. My advice? Create a budget. And I'm not just talking about money, honey. Budget your time and energy too. Schedule in breaks, set realistic deadlines, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Outro Feasibility, your dissertation's bestie. So there you have it, your 5-point checklist for dissertation feasibility. Remember, it's not just about whether you do the research, it's about whether you can do it, without sacrificing your sanity, your sleep, or your social life. Check these 5 factors before you dive in, and trust me, your future self will be sending you virtual high fives from graduation day. Now go forth and research responsibly, my little knowledge seekers. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment checklist for a free feasibility assessment template. Because sharing is caring, and we're all in this research roller coaster together.